fit in the side of the washer there. You need to be able to get to the motor, which is underneath here. It's got two brush holders there and one here. What usually happens is the brushes stick in like that so they don't pick up. You've got to take this off. It's just got two screws. There they are. Same as the other side. Once you've done that, you can clean this out. WD in there, WD-40, or preferably a contact cleaner. Free it off so it's free like that. There's usually plenty of life left in them. And then put it back on. Make sure you put it back in the same hole, so because there are two alternatives. You can probably see from the back of the brush holder there's a mark on it where it's darker, where it's been against the motor. So it only has one wire on it. Blue on this side. This side, on the other side of the motor, has a white. Once you've done that one, put it back on. Careful to push the bush back in before you push it in. Screws back on. Wire connected. Do the same with the other side. Even if it's not sticking completely in, it looks, when you see them, they look like that. They look like they're touching the commutator on the motor, but they're not. They're just off it. When you've took it off like that, you'll see it's stuck in that position. It needs to be able to be on the spring like that. Once you've freed it off, as I say, put it back. Everything back, the panel on again, connect the electrics back up, and give it a go. It's worth a try, could save you a fortune with your repairman. Make sure you do remove the electrical connection to your washer first though. You don't be messing about with the motor with the live wires to it. Okay, I hope that helps. The other thing you can do is with a bit of sandpaper, just clean the commutator off this bit here on the motor. If you reach inside while the washer door's open, you can turn it, as you can see, by just moving the drum slowly. Just gently hold it against it and just spin it round. As you move the drum round, it will turn the motor from the belt. It'll just clean all the carbon and all the muck off it from the brush. Just be very gentle with it. Make sure you only touch the bit where the brush has been touching. There we are, pretty clean now. So there we go, just the brush to put back now. Make sure you push this in well when it goes back. Get it in the two locating holes. It's got to go on like that. There we go, that's back on. Pop the screws back in. There we go, that's that side done, just the other side to do. Well, as you can see, that one's stuck in as well. So it was both of them this time. It should come right out, but if you touch it, it stays in. That's how it should be. But obviously it needs a bit of cleaning up in there. I'll take it off and we'll clean that up. Okay, just explain what I did is soak it with some WD-40 all through, free it off, make sure it's free. If you've got a little screwdriver, hold it down and just clean the insides with a little file to take any burr off the edge of the holder. Also, when it's down the brush, just file the top, just in case there's any burrs on there. And here we have a contact cleaner. This one's from Maplin's, but any contact cleaner, soak the whole thing in it to wash the WD off and all the bits off. What you could also do, what I tend to do, is just take a little file and file the edge of the brush and the corners, both sides, so it doesn't stick in there, and just check there's nothing down there, down the edges to hold it, down the corners of the brush holder. Make sure it's nice and free. Dry it off with a cloth. Make sure it's nice and dry after you've done it with a contact cleaner, and then put it back, and hopefully everything will work. We'll see. There we are, they're all back in again now. Just turn the drum slightly to make sure they're all turning freely in there. I think you can probably see that it's turning okay. I'll put it all back together and see if it's all working now. Well, it's all back together now, and it is actually all working. This model is the Amica AWCM10L, the A+A class 1000.